MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Khadijat Mohammed. First, the headlines. The Vice President YEMI OSINBAJO says national unity is Nigeria's biggest challenge. The system will produce my successor at the appropriate time. Governor Bello tells party members. Joe Biden to tell Liz Truss to negotiate with European Union over Northern Ireland Protocol. And World Athletics ratifies TOBI AMUSAN'S 100-meter hurdles record. Now the news in detail. Vice President YEMI OSINBAJO said the most significant challenge the nation was facing today was a national unity. OSINBAJO stated this at a one-day National Unity Conference organized by the Alumni Association of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies in Abuja. The theme of the conference is Nigeria's national unity in the build-up to the 2023 general elections. The Vice President, represented by the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, commended the alumni, thanked the alumni of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies for always coming in to intervene when the nation is facing challenges and difficulties. In his keynote address, the former Chief of Defense Staff, Martin Agwai, said Nigeria's unity has been over-centralized to the extent that it reflected more of a unitary agreement than a federal one. He added that Nigerians needed to take conscious steps toward enthroning responsive leadership and demanding action against insecurity through every means permissible in a democracy. KOGI State Governor Bello has assured that his successor would be named at the right time by the strong system and structure of the APC, which has been built since 2015 till date. He added that his leadership would not tolerate any politician who would, in pursuit of selfish interest, cause division among the party executives or members, saying the new KOGI, which his administration has labored to build, will not allow anyone to use ethnic or religious sentiments to tear it apart. The governor gave the advice when he met with the state and local government appointees, including all elected leaders of the 21 local government councils in the Government House, Lokoja. He urged all government officials to translate all benefits they have received towards working for the victory of all APC candidates in the next general elections 2023. Our reporter Faith Abdul-Ghaffar has more.
As Nigerians look forward to electing another president and lawmakers that will serve the people for another 4 years, KOGI State Governor Bello has met with all his appointees across the 21 local government areas, including all APC members. He urged them to stay together as a formidable force that cannot be bought over by any opposition.
It is the system that is ensuring and guaranteeing security of lives and livelihood. So anybody who wants to undermine that system is playing with fire.
Governor Bello condemned agitation for KOGI next governor, saying the system that produced him will produce the next governor when the time comes.
And we are aware that KOGI State have staggered election when it comes to governorship. Is that not so? And I know that some people, some are seated here. They do kurukere, they say they want to contest. No be so. While some, they're in Abuja and they want to jump through the roof and enter. No be so. Let me tell you and record this. At an appropriate time, the system will produce who will succeed me.
He assured them of one-on-one interaction through a well-programmed system that will also provide all benefit due to them in and through the party.
We have decided that APC in KOGI State must remain one united family. We have come up with a system, and that system will charge all of us as well. And the system is a system that is going to monitor all of us. is a system that is going to monitor and determine and assess and evaluate your political value in your various wards and polling units.
He won against anti-party.
You can't be taking monthly salaries and allowances from an APC government under the leadership of GYB, and then you will lose your polling units or what? It's a lie.
On various support groups, Governor Bello directed them to register their presence first with the party state chairman, Abdullahi Bello, saying any support groups who ignore the directives will not be recognized in the party.
Henceforth, all registered groups should go, groups or associates should go and register with our party. You register with him, all of your programs and your plans of what you want to do, you must carry the party along. At state level, here we have all the ESCOs. We can't have party and their ESCOs at state, at local, and at ward level. Then you jump from somewhere and make them irrelevant. It's not possible.
Governor Bello assures victory in the coming election for Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima, including all party candidates in the state.
I am confident that distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima will win the next presidency. We will do our own. I will urge them to do their own. I am inside. I've been appointed as the National Youth Coordinator, bridging the gap between the elders and the younger ones. I'm bringing everybody together across this country. When we shall move, they will sit back at home.
Representatives of the three senatorial districts reaffirmed their commitment and promised all their members in the state they will deliver awesomely.
And I'm sure that by the grace of God, we will win victoriously. We will come up victoriously in the upcoming election at various levels.
We have leaders before you. I can remember, Your Excellency, during your second time swearing-in ceremony, immediately after the ceremony, you set out a huge sums of money, 1.2 billion. You said you want to reconnect the entire East back to national grid. Today, Your Excellency, you are there. So, for this very, very important intervention in the life of KOGI people, we can only achieve this because these people, they believe in you. These are the grassroots. These are the people that let things happen. We are where we are because of their good will. And I want to believe, Your Excellency, today they will trust you again to extend that goodwill for us, to continue the good work you are doing.
KOGI West, for the first time in the history of KOGI State, we have what we call flyover. And I believe this achievement, no human being on earth, either is a woman or is a man, whoever come after you that can beat this record is already a legacy project. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for your good leadership in KOGI State, and I want to assure you that by the grace of God, we in KOGI West, we shall deliver this time around 100%.
The Deputy Governor Edward Onoja and Chief of Staff Abdulkarim Mohammed Jamil also encouraged and rebuked unwelcome attitude towards one another in the party. They assured the governor of their loyalty.
You have been saddled with the responsibility of mobilizing the highest voting bloc for Asiwaju Shettima. Please, too much Facebook argument is not necessary. Too much Facebook argument is not necessary. On election day, February 25th, the only thing that will be showing in the internet is polling unit results. So please, go back to your polling unit.
We are here today as a system. We cannot all be happy. If you are sad and you decided to punch the system, even the people you think you are favoring today will recognize you as a betrayer. Yes. And time shall come when it requires critical decision. They will tell you, if this person that belongs to that system could do this, you can as well do it to us, so please forget about him.
Kogi State Governor Bello has successfully met with over 200 wards leaders, local government council leaders, senators, House of Representatives, all assembly members, and APC's top wards. Faith Abdugafar reporting for MLC TV.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has reached a new agreement with the federal government through the House of Representatives. The leadership of the House of Representatives brokered the new agreement after 4 hours of meeting at the National Assembly in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. However, the agreement is subject to the approval of President Muhammadu Buhari, who is currently at the United Nations General Assembly meeting. ASU President Emmanuel Osodeke led the union to the meeting, while the Minister of State for Education represented the federal government. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Bajabiamila, who chaired the closed-door meeting, announced that the meeting produced some agreements. However, he did not state the agreements reached. Speaker Bajabiamila disclosed that the lawmakers will present the agreements to President Buhari upon his arrival, while ASU is to do the same with their members. Speaking during the meeting, the ASU president said the issue will be resolved soon. The Kogi State lawmakers are not satisfied with the representation of Dangote at the preliminary session held. The representatives of Dangote Cement PLC and other mining industries in Kogi State, who appeared before the State House of Assembly for a hearing as regards to internally generated revenue in the state, were charged to provide all necessary support documents for their claims. The meeting, which was presided over by the Speaker of the House, Matthew Kolawole, was centered upon issues related to tax payment and mining activities within the state. Matthias Ayodeji Peter has more.
In its continued efforts to fish out companies that explore natural resources without remitting to the state allocated revenue, the Kogi State House of Assembly held another public hearing with critical stakeholders and representatives of mining industries in the state. The Speaker of the House, Matthew Kolawole, during the public hearing said the Dangote Group of Company is not well represented. He reiterated that letter of invitation was sent to Dangote Groups of Company to be present to clarify issues raised concerning the cement factory and other exploration in the state, but the House received representatives from the cement factory without adequate documents to furnish the House.
Our investor in Kogi State, and we are happy that we are really investing. But the other aspect of it is that we really come in peace, but we mean business. So the idea of document not here or document is there, I believe we have written an earlier letter to you on Saturday. I mean, that you were supposed to appear before the House on Saturday. Clark, is that true? Which you did not appear. And now you are here today. So if you say you don't have some of the documents we are requesting, I don't want to believe that you don't have those documents. Or may I say, you deliberately not come with the documents.
Kolawole also called the attention of the House to the exploration of coal and granite by Dangote in other parts of the state without remitting revenue. The Speaker therefore directed that such mining sites be shut down pending when there is proper representation of the group before the House.
And we want to get to the root of the whole business, how it all started and where we are today. And basically, Like we said, the chairman has said that before you came in, that we are not here to witch hunt you. We are not witch hunting Dangote Cement PLC. We are happy that you are transacting business in KOGI State, you are investing into KOGI State. But certain things were not done right, and we want to correct it. So, depending when you will get to bring those companies before us, I will direct the Commissioner of Police with immediate effect to stop Dangote coal in Olabamboro from operation, pending when they appear before the House and then and straighten their records, since we cannot speak for them. Because that is why we invited Dangote Group to be here.
Other companies that appeared for hearing are Mostra Energy Limited and Zuma Mining Industry. Relevant ministries, parastatals, and government agencies all attended the public hearing. The next hearing is scheduled to hold on the 26th of September 2022. Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.
The National President of Stand Up for Women's Society, SWS, Barrister Deborah Ijadele Adetona, has appreciated and commended the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, for signing to law the state curtailment of women's right to share in family property, Law Number 2 of 2022. Adetona said this singular act has also restored hope in parents who have girl child, saying after their parents grow old and died, the girl child will not suffer. The president disclosed this in a press statement made available to journalists by the National Public Relations Officer, Billy Nwogu. President SWS said Governor Wike's decision will remove the stigma that a woman does not have a say or stay around when issues of land are being discussed. It was described as a taboo by some communities. A woman, according to their culture, is expected to sit docile in a corner when issues that border on land matters are being discussed, and is only expected to ask questions for clarification on boundaries, as the only right bequeathed to her, and all she has the right to do is to usually cultivate the land, nothing else. Adetona used the medium to call on all leaders at all levels, especially in the eastern part of Nigeria, to emulate what Governor Wike has done. She urged many River State to be happy and support this move by the governor, that they should see it as a solution to protect the future of girl child now and those yet unborn. She urged other governors who have bills that have a direct impact on women's future to sign them for a better tomorrow. Adetona said Stand Up for Women's Society will continue to support, recognize, and join the struggle for liberation for all women in Nigeria. The Deputy Chairman of the All Farmers Association Lagos State, Shakin Agabayewa, has called on the government to make the farm safe for farmers to be able to go in and get enough produce for the common man at subsidized price, so food can be available and surplus. Abagayewa said this in an interview with our reporter at the monthly meeting of the All Farmers Association of Nigeria in Lagos. He said scarcity is the end product of insecurity, that when farmers cannot move into the farm to do their normal farming activities, you'll find that the few on ground is by many people. He further said availability kills demand, so when there is no availability, there will be demand. When the demand is high, it causes scarcity. The deputy chairman says a lot of factors is causing scarcity, and one of the major factors is the case of insecurity. Agabayewa said banditry, kidnapping of farmers from their farm is affecting a lot of things. He said a company called GBS from Spain used to be in Plateau State. They are into tomato production with a factory worth 2 billion naira. He said the day they witnessed kidnapping, killing of some of their members of staff, their security guards, etc., took the next available flight back to Spain. On politics, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) released the final list of candidates for national elections, namely presidential, senatorial, and federal constituencies, in line with the 2023 elections timetable earlier released in the year. INEC, which confirmed this in a statement by the National Commissioner in charge of voters' education, Festus Okoye, also posted the list on its website. The list contained 36 presidential candidates and the running mates of 18 political parties. Also, a total of 4,223 candidates will battle for 469 legislative positions, both senatorial and federal constituencies, at the federal level. The commissioner, however, said the final list of candidates for state elections, both governorship and state constituencies, would be published on October 4, 2022, as indicated in the timetable and schedule of activities for the 2023 general elections. Okoye also noted that the commission also received litigation during the period of compiling the final list. Okoye said, in summary, in terms of gender distribution, 3,875 candidates are male, made up of 35 for president and vice president, 1,008 for the Senate, and 2,832 for the House of Representatives. Similarly, 381 females, comprising 1 for the presidency, 92 for the Senate, and 288 for the House of Representatives are contesting. There are also 11 people with disabilities in the race. Okoye further noted that the list for specific constituencies is published in each state where they are located, while the comprehensive nationwide list has been uploaded to the Commission's website. Nyesom Wike, governor of Rivers State, and his supporters said they will not participate in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential campaign until Iyorchia Ayu, the party's national chairman, resigns. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is the party's presidential candidate. Reading out the communique after the meeting in Port Harcourt, the capital city of Rivers, Bode George, PDP chieftain, said the campaign council list released by the party, which has the name of Wike, is putting the cart before the horse. The published presidential campaign council list translates to putting the cart before the horse. The pertinent issue remains the Ayu leadership, George said. The group said, therefore, that they resolved that Iyorchia Ayu should resign as the national chairman for an acting chairman of Southern Nigeria extraction. They also resolved not to participate in the campaign council in whatever capacity until the resignation of Iyorchia Ayu. We go on a break. We'll be back shortly.
Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. On foreign news, a Japanese man has set himself alight reportedly to protest a state funeral for ex-Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who was assassinated in July. Hundreds of foreign dignitaries are expected to attend the funeral on 27th of September. Witnesses called police after spotting a man on fire near the Prime Minister's office in Tokyo. Officers put out the blaze and took the still conscious man to hospital, local media reported. The extent of his injuries and his current condition is unknown. Japanese media reports said the man is believed to be in his 70s. The government is yet to comment on the protest, but public opposition to the holding of the state funeral has intensified in recent months, with polls showing a majority of voters unhappy with the expenditure. Abe was shot dead on 8th of July, aged 67, at a campaign rally for his political party. The killing of Japan's longest-serving prime minister was condemned internationally and shocked Japan, a country with a minimal record of political violence and gun crime. But state funerals are not an established practice in Japan, and protesters say they resent the use of public funds on the event that is projected to cost about 1.65 billion yen. United States President Joe Biden will urge Prime Minister Liz Truss to work with the European Union to resolve tensions around post-Brexit trading arrangements in Northern Ireland. The White House has said they will hold their first bilateral meeting after TRUSS traveled to New York for a UN summit. Tensions between the two leaders have emerged over controversial United Kingdom plans to override the Northern Ireland Protocol. Speaking to reporters in New York, she said the United Kingdom must fix issues preventing the formation of a new government in Northern Ireland and ensure free-flowing trade east to west as well as north to south. Both Biden and TRUSS have said in negotiated resolution to the row over the protocol, which was signed when Boris Johnson was Prime Minister, between London and Brussels, is preferable. TRUSS said she has always been clear of her preference for a negotiated settlement to deal with those issues and will continue to seek that, but she will not allow the situation to drift. United States National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan told reporters that the president will encourage the UK and EU to reach a deal to protect the Northern Ireland peace deal. It's now time to join Malik Jonah for Sport Update.
And on sports updates, former African champions Eyimba FC have announced the addition of YEMI Olanrewaju to their coaching staff. More commonly referred to as YEMA, the young tactician brings his wealth of football knowledge to the Aba-based team. In recent years, Olanrewaju has emerged one of the brightest coaches in Nigeria and is best known for his profound knowledge of the game and excellent work ethics. Speaking on the addition, head coach Finidi George said, "YEMA is someone I have known for some time now. He is passionate about his job and has a positive mindset. He has very good qualities and will bring value to the team. I am so very happy to have him around." Olanrewaju joins Eyimba as an assistant coach, having previously worked at Margate FC, MFM FC and Vandreza. He is currently an assistant coach with Nigerians under-17 men's team, the Golden Eaglet. Still on sports, the World Athletics has ratified the women's 100 meters hurdle record set by TOBI AMUSAN'S at the 2022 World Championships. A statement by the International Athletic Governing Body on Tuesday further revealed that the record time of two other athletes, Mondo Duplantis athletes, had set the record at the World Athletic Championship that took place in Oregon, the United States in July. The 25-year-old Amusan took the world by storm when she ran a time of 12.12 seconds, shaving almost a tenth of a second of the previous world record held by American Kenny Harrison, 12.20 seconds, in the semi-final of the World Championship in Oregon, USA, before going on to win a gold in the final at the Hayward Field Stadium. And that's Sports Update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. On entertainment, let's join Matthias Ayodeji for updates.
On entertainment, Kunle Afolayan has confirmed the simultaneous cinema and streaming release of his latest Netflix collaboration, Anikulapo, starring Kunle Remi in the titular role. Anikulapo loosely follows the story of a young man's quest for greener pastures in ancient Oyo Kingdom. Remi is joined by a star-studded cast including Shola Shobowale, Bimbo Ademoye, Akim K. Kazim, Taiwo Ogogo Hassan, and Aisha Lawal. The Netflix film theatrical rollout was reportedly in view of its Oscar International Film Festival race. The Nigerian Selection Committee (NOSC) has since announced that no film has qualified for 2023. Afolayan's film is one of the prominent non-English language titles of this year, alongside Ebony Live Films' Election Oba and the Femi Adebayo Salami produced King of Thieves. Anikulapo was shot at the newly launched KAP Resort in Oyo State by Jonathan Covell. According to the filmmaker, the film promises an intriguing storyline that will leave film lovers bedazzled. And that's all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Matthias. And that is the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates and happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, MLC TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram at MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Khadijat Mohammed. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Goodbye.